Cape. B runners, and I'll try to pull up their PBs on screen so we can compare what the times are. I know right off the top of my head that Peachy has a 3356 approximately in No Star World. Okay, so I actually can't tell what category this is. Hold on. Okay, so this is 11x and no cape we're starting with. And just as I said that, we've got it pulled up on the screen. Both runners just finishing up Yoshi 2 here. Pretty chill level, nothing really to write home about. So Peachy has a 1059.933, but that's with Orb. I'm not sure what his glitchless time is. I'll have to check that. Peachy's got an 1110 no cape, which is pretty good. Definitely not a bad time at all. Both runners getting out of Yoshi 3 with a 259. You love to see it. Alright. Now Yoshi 4. Let's see if we get any shell jump attempts from either of these guys. That'll always be good to see. Nope, they're both spin jumping the shell. You save some time in lag frames by spin jumping that shell. I found out not too long ago, as a matter of fact. Nice little time save. Probably doesn't save more than 0.2 or 0.3 if I had to guess. Or else nobody would ever go for shell jump, because shell jump only saves 0.2. With that being said, we're now headed into the main kind of first scary part of this run, being 80's Castle. Made it through the first jump. That's definitely the one that gets me when I'm dealing with race nerves. They're both playing it safe on the fence, can't say I blame them. Peachy's pulling a bit ahead here, had a bit tighter movement. So at least on speedrun.com, unless his name is different, it looks like Mike does not have a recorded time on the leaderboard for 11 no cape. But, you know, he's a pretty good runner, so obviously he's going to be able to keep kind of close here. We'll see what happens in the Ghost House and the Star World, because that's where things really start to kind of fall apart. But, you know, they're keeping it pretty close here. Peachy with a tiny bit of a lead, like half a second. Nothing major. Now they're headed into Donut Plains. Some of the levels here can be kind of scary, not too bad though. The main thing I think you really have to worry about in this level is just making sure you don't lose Fire Flower on the Koopa, where you jump for Yoshi. And obviously don't lose it on any other enemies, don't lose your P-speed anywhere. Other than that, it's pretty chill. You don't have to worry about flight speed, so you're not gonna, you know, you're gonna be in the 360 as long as you don't mess up. Looks like Mike lost a little bit of time. He took it slower on the Koopa. Maybe he knows how scary it can be. But they both got a 359 somehow. I'm not sure exactly how that happened, but not a big deal. Wow, Mike definitely not going the pacifist route on this run, but I guess neither is Peachy because they both sniped fish within 5 seconds of starting Donut Secret 1. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Mike bonking on the wall, strangely. Very interesting mistake, but I'm not going to lose you more than like 0.1 or 0.2. They're both swimming. Oh, Mike playing it safe around that fish. I can't say I blame him. Dude, I've definitely lost my Fire Flower on all these fishes before. Or fish. Oh man, both making pretty major mistakes. I'm not sure what happened to Peachy. I think he lost his block on one of the fish somehow, but we just had like 3 or 4 lead shifts over the past 10 seconds. That was crazy. And Peachy with a small bit of a lead, because Mike accidentally taking 2 damage boosts, but he held the block the whole time, so he didn't have to do, or for most of the time, so he didn't have to do that much slow swimming. No star clip, reset. Peachy's gonna be saving a bit of time because he's trying to go for the faster boomerang cycle, but that's gonna be kind of sketchy in run 2. I'm not sure how he's gonna play it. Oh, and he pushes it a bit too far. You hate to see it. I don't know why you try to do that in a race. Ah, but Mike dying too. Rip. Wow, Peachy not only getting stair clip second try, but actually getting the perfect movement in between the boomerangs. That is not easy. Dude, when the boomerang's in that position, to get the stair clip and actually not get hit, it's pretty tough. practice that back up. Well, you love to see it. Hopefully Mike can get the right timing for those jumps on the blocks, though. No luck jump attempts from Peachy, that is. Neither from Mike. Mike having some trouble on the vine, but not a big deal. You know, I mean, if I'm Mike or if I'm Peachy, if I'm watching the other stream, I'm probably thinking, well, I mean, that sucks that I died, but at least he died too, so I'm not like too far behind. It could be worse. But I want to say that's like the first major, like the first race so far in 11 exit where we've seen major mistakes from both runners. Like normally, you know, we've at least like in Class B or Class A. You know, we've seen runs where sometimes someone will die on like Yoshi 3 or Iggy's Castle, but never has it been both runners, let alone on the same level. But, you know, heading into Star World 1 here, no zips, thankfully, so it's not that scary of a level, but you can still take it a bit faster and also lose time. Mike showing the losing time route, not only not taking the proper line to get through the Dragon Coin, but he also smashes at least 3 extra blocks. It's not a big deal though. Much, not nearly as bad as wasting 5 seconds on zips or dying or going too low on zips, and you just lose so much time. Mike getting hit by that blurb, that's not good. He's not gonna be able to damage boost in room 5 anymore, but honestly, I'm just hoping he doesn't die to some other stuff. You know, we'll see what happens. He also loses time from the power down transition, and Peachy was already ahead. And as you can see on screen, you know, we've got some stakes here. If Mike loses this match, he will be eliminated from the group. And if Peachy wins this match, then he will clinch the bracket stage. Because, as a matter of fact, the other player being... the other... Yao. Yao has... Oh no, Peachy dying in Star World 3! That's not what you want to see. And Mike clutching it out. That's a lot harder than it looks, folks. Let it be known. I think this is the hardest level in, Oh, but then he falls all the way to the ground! Oh, this... he has to die now! Oh, man. Dude, this race. It's like they're trading back and forth deaths. One death is worse than the other. And then... But Mike with the insane backup, I would have probably just kept dying. I hate Star World 3. Oh, Mike's saying it's his controller's fault? I believe it. For a while now, I've been saying Star World 3 is the hardest part, or the hardest individual level in 11 No Cape. It's honestly pretty tough. Peachy finishing out with a 267, very clean. Mike taking it a bit slower. Obviously, he's not as experienced with the category. He's opting to not go for the P-Speed. That's going to be kind of scary because you get locked out of your timing. Oh, he's grabbing the second Blue Koopa. Good decision. Oh, he gets P-Speed there? No, he doesn't. He doesn't have enough room. I'm not really sure what he's going for. This looks kind of sus. Hopefully he's going to be able to get that block. He gets it. Not a problem. Peachy heading through Bowser's Castle. But yeah, what I was saying before the not epic Star World 3 deaths is that Yao is at a 1-1 record right now. I think he beat Mike and he lost to Peachy. So, you know, if Mike wins this series and Peachy loses, then all three will be at a 1-1 and we'll need a tiebreaker. So I'm not sure we're gonna do that. That'd be pretty interesting. That's definitely what I'm going for. You know, I'm not trying to be biased, but honestly, seeing a tiebreak as a result would be pretty cool. That being said, we now got Peachy in the Bowser fight. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this ball skip goes. Wow, Mike almost dying to the Crusher. That would have been ripped for sure unless Peachy died in this fight, because there is no midway before the Bowser door, which I think is pretty stupid on the developer's part. I'm not sure why they decided, yeah, let's have a midway before the Bowser fight on back door, but not on front door, even though it's longer to get there. But I mean, it's not really a problem, usually. It's kind of hard to die in the Bowser fight, but sometimes it happens, man, and it's really annoying when you're trying to finish a run. You get hit on the very last, like, phase of Bowser, and then you have to do it all over again, and you can't even start right before the Bowser door. You gotta go through door 2 and door 5 all over again, or door 7 if you're feeling feisty. Mike in phase 1, Peachy in phase 2. We'll see if Peachy's able to get ball skip. Ball skip, no cape can be kind of tricky, man. You don't have the same visual cues. You kind of have to throw it specifically. You can't just wait for a certain amount of time and then just fly and like jump all the way up to the end of the screen. That looks good from Peachy. Mike really needed to get this. That is a perfect hit. Oh, but he dies on the Mecha Koopa. No. Well, yeah, this race is probably GG. Peachy could still get hit 2 times though. But after these flames drop, Bowser is going to drop another mushroom, so, you know, it's pretty unlikely. He can always grab it for safety if he wants to, but he's probably just gonna go for the little skip here. Mike pulling out the forbidden strats, the small only door 7. Oh, he's going door 8. He's going balls to the wall. Showing off the small only door 8 movement. And GG's to Peachy, pulling out with a 1207. Not bad at all considering the deaths. I mean, he died in the Ghost House, and he died in Star World 3. So, 1207, not bad at all. Mike taking another death. I'm not sure if he's going to finish this out. He might want to. Honestly, if you're Mike, I mean, you probably just want to put that behind you. That was so unfortunate. I mean, if he really was having controller issues, not that I would doubt that, because I have controller issues a lot myself, you know, then obviously that's just really rough to have to deal with. But, you know, hopefully he's able to finish this out and kind of keep his mentality positive and be like, hey, you know what? That race, that didn't mean anything. It's just race 1. Got at least one more. And chances are pretty good it's going to be No Star World. It could also be 11 with Cape, which is the one that he picked. So, you know, it's hopefully feeling hopeful going forward and being like, hey, you know, I can do this. That was just the first race. It's not indicative of what's going to happen next race. You know? Just race nerves. It can be brutal. Mike now in the Bowser fight once again. Hopefully he's able to get this ball skip. And honestly, hopefully not die. But regardless, you know, he kind of needs to finish this out for his mentality, I think. Okay, good. He's getting that mushroom there. I think that's a safe bet for sure, because the last thing you want to do is get hit again. So as you can see on the bottom of the screen, the next match is either going to be No Star World with Cape or 11 Exit with Cape. Either way, we're going to see some Cape action, most likely next match. So, you know, any of you No Cape haters are going to be satiated. I don't know why anyone would hate No Cape. Although, sometimes Cape is more fun to watch. But, eh. You know, because even in No Star World compared to all castles, you got some pretty sick levels with the Cape. I mean, VS1, the No Secret 1, when done correctly, is really fun to watch. I never do it correctly because I'm not very good. I do a kind of adulterated version of it, but, you know, doesn't matter because I'm not the one racing. These guys are, so we'll see what they're able to pull out. And that's the final hit. GG's to Mike. 1527. Hey, I mean, he finished it out. It's just race 1. Race 2, we'll see what we got. Hopefully, I'm hoping for some No Star World. At least get a bit more content going here. And, you know, also exclusive to No Star World, this is the only category where you actually do it, is you do VOB 1 with Cape No Yoshi, which is actually really fun to watch and pretty fun to play if you don't mess it up. Yeah, GG's to both. It's hard to come up here and race, especially so late. I mean, I don't know what time zones these guys are in, but, you know, I think they're both in US. Okay, I'm not sure what the LR is that they're talking about. But regardless, we got another left-right input. Interesting. I guess I wasn't paying that much attention. I saw someone say LR, and I thought Freeze was talking about the screen scroll, but I didn't really see a screen scroll. Wasn't paying attention fully at the time. I'll take personal accountability for that. Like saying this controller's been tough. So that's what happened in Star World 3. Well, yeah, I'm not sure what the ruling is there. Because, I mean, if you didn't mean to do it intentionally, I don't think it should DQ you. I guess we're figuring that out now, though. And we've got the wheel here. It's spinning. Oh, it's spinning. And we got no Star World. Let's go. That's what I was hoping to see. A bit more of a race here. Let's see some hype in the chat for no Star World. Get a longer race here. So these players are able to display more of their skill. Now, PC is a very good runner at this category. Not sure what Mike's time is. I'll try to find it. Yeah, good luck to both runners in this race. I'm not really able to find Mike on speedrun.com, unfortunately. If anyone knows his speedrun.com username, because it's not a Switch username, so I'd be able to search out his PBs, that would be greatly appreciated. But if not, it's not a problem. We'll be able to see his skill level here, hopefully, shaking off some of the nerves that were present in Room 1, or in Game 1. And, more specifically, hopefully his controller isn't acting up whatsoever in this race. Because it's going to be rougher in a longer category, because you're going to have to deal with it for longer. So yeah, ideally, that kind of stops happening. We got the race starting now. All right. So, no discos from either player. I achieved my first disco last night. I gotta highlight that on my channel. It was pretty hype. But, Peachy's sitting in a 1-0 game lead, so we'll see if that makes him play better or worse. And on the other hand, we'll see how Mike's able to kind of deal this game. Oh no, he's taking a death on Yoshi too. That's the same death I took in my first race. That's rough. Hopefully that wasn't his controller. Well, I'm not sure what I hope. Hopefully that's the last kind of nerves mistake or whatever mistake like that we see this race from him or from either player. Because the last thing you want is to see both players kind of spaghettiing. Well, I guess that makes for a good race, but hopefully it's not to the point where they feel like their mentality is defeated and they feel like they can't play the game. It's the last thing you want. Don't worry, Mike. I know the feeling better than anyone. That was me. Except that was the very first race. So, Peachy going through Yoshi 3 now. Successful box jump. Just almost kind of hoping we're going to see a death there, so this could be a bit closer, but, Peachy not really looking to satisfy that part of the script. Mike going through it pretty flawlessly right now, too. There's not usually much to say in the first World 1. But, it's good to keep the viewers entertained a little bit. Both players going to Yoshi 4. Nice little level here. Not really much to comment on. Neither of them went for shell jump. Oh, yeah, Mike didn't go for it either. You know, it's Yoshi 4. It's World 1. Not much to say. Oh, Mike taking a bit of a swim. Yeah, he wants to get some aerobics in. Can't say I blame him. It's tough out here. Peachy heading into Iggy. We'll see how his Iggy goes. Last race, the Iggy's were safe, but they were good. No deaths. You know, hopefully no deaths this time either. That looks like a pretty good room one from Peachy so far. See how his ending is. Is he able to get the door? He gets the door. Makes it look so easy. I miss that door probably 9 times out of 10 when I get a good room on. Mike's playing a bit riskier. Gotta say I respect it. I mean, when you know you're playing from behind. As well. Peachy getting that fire flower, which is in fact going to help him in the Iggy fight. It does make it faster. Even if you lose time getting the power up, you know, it's going to save time later because you have it for Morton and for Ludwig and for Roy. You know, fire flowers just save time, usually. Unless you're getting it as an extra hit, which sometimes is just what you do to play safe. Mike getting like the glitchy fast Iggy kill. You love to see it. And Peachy, you know, both runners coming out with a 241 Iggy. Outside of that first death from Mike, keeping it pretty close in World 1. Peachy with a solid cape grab. Donut 1, the hardest part of this level for me. I mean, obviously you have to worry about flight speeds, but sometimes, man, it's just hard to grab the cape in a way that's fast. And as I said that, Mike having trouble with it. It's a lot harder than it looks. Ladies and gents, let that just be stated. Okay, I'm not sure what he was doing there. Going for a little bit of spin fly shenanigans. Trying to swag on him. Gotta say I respect it. Peachy heading in the Donut Secret 1. We're not gonna see Donut Secret 2. We haven't really seen it at all this tourney. I mean, I'm a bit disappointed to announce that Longest Path was not included as one of the possible categories, and I think that's a bit of a travesty, because it's honestly, it seems like a really fun category. I haven't done it, but I imagine it'll be fun. I mean, you get to play through, you don't have to play Chocolate Secret, and it's like the only category where you don't have to play Chocolate Secret. Well, except All Switches, but All Switches sucks. Ban All Switches. Anyway, PG going through Donut Secret 1. Looking pretty good so far. Hopefully Mike doesn't lose cape here. He does not. You love to see it. PG going for the zigzag strat. I mean, it loses a bit of time, but hey, it's safe for the end of the day, which is kind of what matters. Mike also going for a bit of a zigzag, but he does actually fling it up once, so he's going to save an in-game second on PC, even though he actually lost the red shell early for the P-switch. So we're going to see a 285 door touch from Peachy. It's hard to tell the timer. It just looks cool to save that extra in-game second over doing it normally. Mike now with his ghost house. This level is honestly kind of hard, no cape, but it's pretty easy with cape. I like that can be said about a lot of levels though. This one in particular. So you just go for the fast takeoff. Does, and he nails it. Nice. I gotta say, as a no cape buff, it honestly is pretty deceptively hard, that fast takeoff at the beginning, because the timing's different, because you kind of have to just tap A where you hold it a little bit with when doing no cape, because that's the takeoff you do for no cape, but you don't float, so it's kind of weird. It's just a different timing, and it's kind of hard, but you know, when you mainly do no cape to like go in the cape and do the fast takeoff, so I just run back. But you know, PC with a 263 there, it looked like. Got some flyovers. That's why everyone hates this category. You know, I agree with him. It is a bit boring. But, you know, it gives you time to think when doing runs. It's definitely almost better for races, I feel like, if you're the one racing. Maybe not for doing individual runs, because, you know, I like to at least feel like I'm doing something if I keep resetting. So, but yeah, this is also the only category where you just fly over Donut 4. That is assuming you're going for wings in VD1. Okay. Oh no, what is Mike doing? Oh, the pause. You hate to see it. Let's see how Peachy's Morton goes. It looked like he went to the bonus to try to kill the Koopa, but, I mean, to get the, Alright, Peachy going for Morton Fly. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. He is going to incur some lag from that vine. Yeah, he was trying to get the flower from that item box, which honestly looked like it seemed like a decent idea at the time, but he also, unfortunately, missed it, and he just kind of went past it, and just opted to, unfortunately, like he was trying to save his, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm having a lot of trouble articulating my thoughts right now, but Peachy coming through with a 356 Morton. That's very clean. Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. This game is brutal. You know, if you try to alter your game plan a little bit from what you normally do, things can just fall apart because there's so much going on in these levels, dude. It's a scary part. But, you know, hopefully Mike's able to clean it up with a nice Morton Fly here. He's not going to have a Fire Flower for Morton, but it's not the end of the world because you don't save that much time here compared to, like, Ludwig. Oh, he's going for the Japan strat, flying all the way up there, just making the cycle easier to make with the spring. A cleaner spring jump than Peachy had, but let's see how Peachy's VD1 goes. This can be kind of a scary level sometimes. But he's got it, no problem. He's a top runner at this game. He's not going to mess it up. I think I was muted there. You should be able to get a 280 on VS1, but you know, he plays it a bit safe. 275 instead, not a big deal. The main thing is don't lose your cape there, or your Fire Flower, or both. I'm not sure what Mike's going for. Probably just wants to play it safe on VD1. I mean, that way you don't have to deal with the P-switch jump. You can just... Or, never mind. Okay, I don't know what he's doing. This is not all castles. Alright. Good strat, actually. That actually worked out perfectly. Let's go, Mike. Alright, I'm mainly going to be paying attention to Mike's screen. I'm going to glance over to Peachy once in a while, but we got a bunch of flyovers in a row and auto-scrollers, so, you know, that's kind of what I'm doing. Mike had a good start, but he didn't re-grab the shell, which is kind of rough. That means you're just kind of sliding on your tummy there. Still a really good VS1 from him, better than I could do in a race. No question. But that's why I'm in Class C, these guys are in Class B. Anyway, Peachy flying through VS3. He is losing a bit of time by not just running straight there. I tested it out on the practice cart, and you do lose about, I don't know. It's a good bit of time. Is he going for the flower here? Alright. How's his backup here? Okay, it actually worked out well, but he's not able to clear the piranha. Does he know about the secret cape? Oh, he's not able to clear that piranha either. Honestly, I feel like he just should not have gone for that flower. He does know about the secret cape, alright. He doesn't get frame rolled by those spinies, luckily, as PT swimming through the vanilla fort. No Swamp Boss from Peachy. Didn't even attempt it. I gotta say, I don't respect it. Because there's literally no potential risk to going for the Swamp Boss. All you have to do is just swing your cape as soon as you exit the pipe. And he just didn't even try for it. I don't know what he's trying to do. We like really stupid tricks that barely save any time on this tourney, and he just doesn't even attempt it. But it's okay. He's probably focused on other things, like mainly not getting hit on that Resonant fight, which he didn't do. So, he's chilling right now. He's got a cape, he's got a flower, he's heading in the little big split. 1238 fade out. PC is kind of going off right now. I'm just gonna be honest. Meanwhile, Mike's gonna be doing some swimming. This is a great time to remind you that you can subscribe to our Super Mario World Premium account, so you can just you can enjoy these fine auto scrollers and swimming levels in full 4K HD. That's right, first time ever, we're offering auto scrollers and swimming levels in 4K. So if you lose your cape or you accidentally despawn one of the platforms on Build Bridge 1, not only will you do that and everyone will laugh at you, but you will also actually you will be caught in 4K. It's true fact. And besides that, yeah, Peachy heard what I said and he decided not to do too much score up here, but he's still going for a little bit. Be careful. Alright. Mike also not going for Swamp Boss. Well, I don't know if he attempted it. He may have. I was kind of paying attention to the high octane Build Bridge 1 action on my left here. So Mike's got a backup cape, which is good. At the very least, if he gets hit here, he doesn't have to worry about getting another cape. And good enough Resonant fight from him, not a problem. It's kind of rough he doesn't have a Fire Flower, and he's also a lot behind Peachy, but there's still time to catch up. We got Yoshi clips. We got the Wendy split. We got the Valley Fort split. We got the Bowser fight. There's still a lot that can go wrong for Peachy, and a lot that can go right for Mike. So, definitely wouldn't count him out yet if I'm someone watching this. And I am someone watching this, so, it's definitely not time to count him out yet. Alright, Mike going for the fly on the left of the screen. Gotta say I respect it. But he kind of messes up. Not a problem. Just do some platforming. So on Mike's doing Butter Bridge 1, again, if you subscribe to that Super Mario World Premium channel, not only will you get access to 4K resolution in swimming, flyovers, and auto-scroller levels, but you also you'll get a limited edition collection of Lunar Dragon coins, Yoshi coins. They're made with full copper, and as a matter of fact, they're even made with shungite, so you get a 5G protection. Dr. Disrespect would be very proud. Anyway, Peachy flying over Butterbridge 2 now. Not much to say here. Mike getting a third cape, that's a bit overkill. I don't know if the bird deserved that much, but whatever. We'll see what Peachy's strat for Room 2 of Ludwig is. We've definitely seen a lot of different strats for Room 2. It's looking like he is going for the fire. Okay. I think this is good for a race, and he's going to scroll forward. Yeah, he's trying to play it safe. He is not trying to deal with those potobos whatsoever, and he's also not trying to deal with accidentally flight canceling and losing his cape. My man's trying to play safe, and I gotta say, it is one of the smartest things I've seen this tournament. Whereas Mike finishing out Butterbridge 2-1 with 153. One of two acceptable times, in-game timers for Butterbridge 1, that is. Or if you're like me, you could just struggle going down the pipe and get a 152 because you just started bad at the game. But anyway, Peachy now finishing out with Ludwig's Castle, 242. That's a really good Ludwig time. Peachy, I'm not sure if he's on PB pace right now, but I have to imagine he's not on bad pace. I mean, 1629? I mean, dang. That's really good. Don't know much else to say. Mike flying kind of dangerously low. He could definitely get sniped by one of these Koopas, but he's finishing out there with a 261. Not a problem at all. He's got a backup cape anyway. And at the end of the day, he just flight canceled, so he'd be chilling. And Mike now with his Ludwig attempt. We'll see how that goes. Pretty good room one so far. He's gonna have to go for Cape Strats in room 2 because he has no Fire Flower. He looks pretty confident though. This is a lot harder than it looks, folks, so that's definitely good. Alright. Yeah, clean room 2 from Mike. You honestly love to see it. He really hasn't made any mistakes, other than, well, the death in Yoshi 2 obviously was kind of bad. Then he tried to get his Fire Flower in his backup flower after losing it in Donut 1 in Donut 4, and then he died. And then he tried to get a backup flower in VS2, and he just lost a lot of time there. But other than that, he's had a pretty clean run as well. So, you know, definitely better things looking forward. If he's able to get first try clip and Peachy struggles, we may have a race here, folks. Mike does get the harder than it looks Ludwig cycle skip. It's actually not that hard, but it can be kind of weird sometimes. And just like that, as I said it, Peachy missing the first clip. Unfortunate, but you know, I can try here. And he's in. Alright. So, Mike can save potential 8 seconds over him. Seen some Royfly deaths this tournament, so there's always a chance that, you know, Peachy might mess up Royfly, and then Mike's back in it just like that. If I'm Mike here, I don't get a... I feel like he's going to try for a backup flower in FY1. Not a backup flower, but one, and I honestly wouldn't, because I feel like you want a backup cape just in case you mess up Royfly, because that way if Peachy messes up Royfly, I mean, sure, you could save potentially 4 seconds by getting the flower, but is it really that worth it when you could potentially save a whole minute and a half when you're already behind because he messes up Royfly? I don't know. The movement, he looks like he's gonna go for the flower, and, you know. Okay, so he does, but he actually gets a mushroom instead, and he loses Yoshi. Yeah, I probably would have gone for the cape, but, you know, I'm not the one racing, so it's easy to save him up in my castle, as I said before. Just hope it's not Roy's. Now, Peachy flying through FY3, he's flying above these bubbles. He said, I'm not trying to deal with it. I'm not trying to deal with getting my momentum halted by these little bubbles. These charging chucks that are going to pop up soon. Just not about it, man. Seems like the story of this match, too, so far is just that, you know, Mike's tried to back up certain things that maybe he's not comfortable with, and then, you know, like, he's playing fine, and he may, like, basically he's been fighting from behind ever since, like, losing the Fire Flower in DP1. If he just hadn't gone for a backup flower at all, like, he would probably be right in line with Peachy, because other than trying to go for a Fire Flower, he's not had, like, any mistakes, really. And just like that, he gets first try clip. So, like, he might even be ahead right now if he just hadn't lost that Fire Flower on DP1, or if he had never tried to back it up. As I say that, Peachy with one of the cleanest Roy's castles I've seen. I mean, it's like a 264, which is always what you get, so... Or 262 or whatever. You know. Peachy's kind of pacing right now. I don't know how he is compared to the world record, but I feel like he's probably ahead of his PB. As I said, Mike with a clean FY2. But yeah, that's kind of been the story of this race. Peachy's just been playing super clean outside of that one missed Yoshi clip. Like, he really hasn't messed anything else up. And Mike has just kind of been fighting from behind. Like, he keeps trying to go for backups that he's probably not comfortable with, and, like, paying the price for it. So I feel like if he had just done every level, like, as he would normally do it, from beyond DP1, like, I mean, he'd be a bit behind, because I forgot that he died on Yoshi 1, or Yoshi 2, but, you know, this race would be a lot closer than it is, currently. Got a pipe fly coming out from Peachy, big boy strats. I still don't know how to do that. If anyone can teach me the input configurations, it would probably help me in my races, because then I could go for it and look like a cool guy, instead of just a 2K Andy who just flies over the whole level. Or some might call it a tap left Andy. Anyway, Mike heading into Roy's Castle. I'm really hoping he doesn't die here. That way the race won't be too far behind. And he's not going to mess it up. Very clean. Peachy now doing the the Forbidden Fly, not Spin Fly, over Chocolate Ghost House. It's gonna be scary. Gotta worry about that fishing boo. Also, there's an invisible pipe that shows up around 280 or 279 that you gotta worry about. It's just above the screen. But he's good. He's done. Don't worry about that. 271 door entrance. Pretty good. Does not go for Pipe Fly. That's probably why I missed the door. The game was like, nah, if you're not going ham, if you're not going for strats, only save 0.2 seconds, like, what are you even doing, man? So yeah, if I were PG, I'd definitely want to go for Pipe Fly there. But it's all good. He's sitting on a pretty healthy lead. Heading into Chocolate 2. This, honestly, this split's kind of easy cake if you don't have to worry about getting Yoshi or holding on to him. Which you don't in No Star World, obviously, because why would you need a Yoshi? Oh, Mike going for the faster Pipe Fly, it looks like. Kind of messes it up. I think you still should be fine. Okay, maybe you need P-Speed going into the cannon. Maybe that's why. Peachy now going on Chocolate Secret. Kind of a scary level. It's not too bad with Cape, but still. You can get kind of messed up by these chucks. And also you got to worry about room 3 because you got to fly above the screen. Oh, Mike actually getting the backup Cape. That's good. And Peachy thought he had P-Speed there. Yeah, honestly, just slide down the hill. Or you could just do what he's doing. It's probably fine. Mike now heading in the Chocolate Ghost House. Again, this level can be kind of scary. Go for a Spin Fly. Okay, is this game patched? What's happening? He was like unable to get a good takeoff. Maybe he was trying to do it too quickly. He's going for the Spin Fly, which is a pretty good strat, apparently. Yeah, because you can just bounce on this fishing Lactu forever. And Peachy getting the fly above Chocolate Secret, which is scarier than it looks. But overall finish down with a 223. I think Peachy's still on pretty good pace here. Mike gonna be able to get that door fly. Nice. Now Peachy heading into Wendy. This level can be kind of scary. But, you know, based on how he's been playing so far, I don't think he's really going to mess it up. Well, never mind. He messed up pretty early. Okay, yeah, he's not going to be able to get Crusher Skip. He's probably going to lose his cape. Well, maybe not. Does he know the backup? He's going to miss a cycle. Okay, can't say I blame him. You can actually still back that up, but you have to do some pretty crazy stuff, and you have to, like, take off early so you can flight cancel. Oh, he's kind of falling up on one. It's rough. I'm not sure what his backup is. Okay, I think Mike thinks it's all castles. It's not all castles. I'm not sure why he's getting that. Yoshi. Yeah, this is looking like a rough, this is a rough Wendy's castle from Peachy. He's gonna be missing a cycle here, probably. I don't think he can float over in time. Hopefully he doesn't try it. Yeah, he knows. Mike really only one level behind him. It honestly looked like so much more. But, you know, maybe he's gonna be able to make up some time here by going a bit faster. The only level really Peachy's messed up so far is Wendy, though. And that wasn't even that bad. Like, it's not like he died. And now he's at a cape, which is not a problem because you can get one at the beginning of Sucking Ghost Ship. So Mike getting the P-Speed room too that Peachy was unable to get. 26:35, he's still on decent pace. That Wendy definitely was not what he was hoping for, but he still should be fine. Mike taking a while to get P-Speed going there. He just held B a bit too long after the second Spiny that he bumped on. And oh, he actually clips through the sandbar. Okay, so definitely good thing he had Yoshi there. Maybe that's why he did it, because he knew it was possible to clip through. That was sick. Peachy gonna be grabbing himself a cape here. And he's gonna be going through Sunken Ghost Ship. The only thing is, he's not gonna be able to damage boost through the booze. Honestly, I feel like I would have dropped the flower. Maybe that's what he's gonna do. I'm not sure what his plan is here. If I were Peachy, I would drop a flower. That way you can damage boost through the boo rings, and still grab a backup cape. Because you'll be starting with Fire Flower. Mike self-destructing in room 1 of Wendy a little bit, unfortunately. Okay, flying under. Hey, that's an interesting crusher skip. Nice setup. Peachy getting the despawn. Nice. Okay, let's see what his plan is here. He's just gonna wait. Okay. Don't blame him too much. I don't know how Mike lost his cape there. But he's gonna be playing it safe in room 2. Wendy, not a problem at all. Peachy also played it safe. Not a lot of choice though. Peachy coming through with a 290 with having to wait for one of the boo rings. That's pretty good. And Mike cleaning out the Wendy split. Also, orb. Let's just so save some chat. Mike finishing out with a 2856 out of Wendy. I'm not sure what his pace is looking like, but Peachy should be able to get a 34 for sure, maybe even a 35, maybe a 33. Now Peachy with a clean Vob 1 so far. This is a very satisfying level to watch, because whether it's no cape, whether it's all castles no cape, all castles with cape, or other categories with or without cape, like, it's always done differently. Peachy getting the backup cape there. Good option, or good choice. Mike is going to be able to grab himself a cape here at the beginning of Sunken Ghost Ship. So, hopefully this is a start of a better look for him. But I hate to say it, I feel like Peachy may just be too far ahead. I mean, he'd have to go for Sandbar and miss it 3 times, and also die 3 times on the Bob Fort just for Mike to be able to catch up. Not impossible though. We've seen crazier things happen for sure. I'm not even sure if Peachy's gonna try for Sandbar. I don't think he does at this rate. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Meanwhile, Mike doing some swimming. Wow, barely avoided that boo. Okay, so he's gonna go for a little forward scroll here. Gets the despawn. Nice. I'm not sure what his move is here, though. So it looks like Peachy, he missed an extra cycle. Didn't get Sandbar, but he missed the cycle beyond. Or maybe he made it. I think he made it. I just haven't been paying attention. I was too hyper-focused on the Sunken Ghost Ship, which was honestly kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, I retract my earlier statement. Peachy definitely not going to be able to get a 33. But he can get a 34 for sure, which is not bad considering his PP is a high 33. Alright, Mike finishing out with the Sunken Ghost Ship. Orb. Peachy, the 294 out of Vob 2. Yeah, he definitely got the faster cycle, just no Sandbar. Let's see how his Vob Fort is. This level can be kind of scary. Is he going for Spin Fly? Alright, he's a pro. He's going for Spin Fly at the beginning. It is faster, it's just harder. Oh, he messes up his movement. He's just not even going for it. Gotta say. It's probably a good idea. Looks like Mike messed up Vob 1 a little bit. Kind of a sussy level, not gonna lie. Whoever programmed it is definitely a sussy baka, if you ask me. But that's besides the point. No, BT is... As long as he doesn't die here, he's so fine. Oh, but he misses that cape. You really gotta... What's your move here? Okay, that was actually clutch. 9 times out of 10, I would have just gotten hit by one of those Resner fires, and I would have died there, and I would have been pretty angry about it. I can't lie. But he cleans it out just fine. Yeah, he's on 34 pace for sure, which is not bad. Might get his fight canceled by that bat. Pretty rough. Those bats are definitely the most annoying thing about this room 1. Other than that little shell, but it's not too bad. You gotta spin jump it, man. You gotta spin jump it, or you can keep bouncing on it, but eventually you're gonna get hit. I would just chill. Alright, he's chilling. Oh, and Peachy taking a death in Dark Room. It's not a big deal, because it's just Dark Room from backdoor, so you just start right there. But it's not great. He might not be able to get a 34 anymore. And he messes up the no-gate movement. Okay, I think that adds lag, and I think that's why he turned that off, but sometimes I like to be able to see where I'm going, to be honest with you, so I just turn it on anyway. Okay, PG going for... How much time can he... PG answering the question of how much time is it possible to lose in Dark Room no cape, and yeah, 369. So that's a lot of time. But oh well. Okay, I don't know what Mike did. I guess he died? Going for sandbar small only? You can't do that. It's not possible. But, you know, it's finishing out here. Peachy, he has to do this fight in no cape. Not a problem. I mean, if anything, last match showed that he more than is confident on how to do ball skip in the Bowser fight with no cape. So, you know, he should be good. Actually, no, Mike probably didn't die on Vob 1. He probably just lost his cape and didn't get the midway. I mean, Vob 2. I'm really kind of out of it, I'm not gonna lie. But it's besides the point. Peachy finishing out this race. See how he's doing on this ball skip. Is it successful? That's good. He does get hit, but thankfully, power up and power down animations don't have any impact on whether or not ball skip is successful. I've learned that by getting hit many times and still having it be successful. Okay, that was kind of sketchy. Yeah, if you don't shoot that Mecha Koopa right away, like you run the risk of canceling the other Mecha Koopa, and then you're not able to get the second skip, and that's kind of sus. But you know, he finished it out there totally fine, not a problem. As Mike looking for some capes before he does the Vop Fort. Can't say I blame him. It's nice to be able to take an extra hit. Also, maybe he only knows the fast movement with cape and not no cape. Alright, so Peachy finishing out here. Yeah, definitely lost the 34 because of that death, but he's going to be able to get a 35 here as long as he doesn't die, which hopefully he doesn't. Rage. And that's it. GG's to Peachy. Busting a 35-24 for the race. Not bad at all. Oh, only a minute and a half off his PB in a race where he made definitely a lot of mistakes. I mean, he had a really good race up until, I want to say, Wendy's Castle. He honestly was probably pacing. So GG's to both. Unfortunately, this will be the end of Mike's tournament run, but he definitely did not play that. He definitely did not play badly at all. I mean, he had some pretty tough opponents. Peachy and Yao definitely rough, and he had to play 96 against Yao, which I can't even imagine doing 96 in a race. So, yeah, GG's to both. Mike's gonna be able to finish out here. Definitely, he's gonna be able to get a 38, maybe even at worst a 39. Not bad at all for a race. So, you know, hats off to him as well. And also, Peachy will clinch the bracket stage. And I also believe since Mike is out, that means that Yao will also clinch the bracket stage. So, you know, huge congrats to both of those guys for making it past the group stage. And they're going to be playing in Group B of the bracket. Meanwhile, Mike trying to finish out this fight. Let's see what he's able to do. See what he's able to put together. If he gets some nice cave kill ball skip action, you know, I think it'll at least leave him with a bit of a better impression of kind of how this race went. He's not even attempting ball skip or cape kill. He's probably gonna go for ball skip. Yeah, it looks like he will. I mean, if you just know where to line it up, you might as well. At this point. Like saying he forgot he has a cape. Happens to the best of us. I mean, you're not losing that much time, really. Only on the first stage, you're probably losing like 2 or 3 seconds, but he does get hit, so he's not going to be able to go for cape kill anymore. Those fires can be really tricky. I'm not even joking about it. I have actually lost runs to those fires because I've gotten hit. Maybe not in a little while, but it happens, man. That's what's scary about this fight. The game just tries to throw all sorts of stuff at you to make you die or lose your power up or whatever it is. Most of the time, I'm just not about it, man. Alright, Mike able to clean up that second hit. It's good. Probably good for his mindset. He's able to nail ball skip at the end, even with losing Kate. And he gets that last hit, which means that Bowser only bounced 5 times instead of 8. So he's able to get this last hit and hopefully finish out with a high 38. Not too bad in a race. I'm not sure what he's doing with that Mecha Koopa. GG's to Mike, finishing out with a 38.54. Not bad at all considering all the mistakes he had. Definitely a really respectable race time. So good games to both. They both played really well. It's Class B is rough, man, because sometimes you gotta, sometimes you got some killers. I mean, Peachy's definitely very good. Yao as well, and like other people in Class B, even some people in Class C are rough. This tournament is it's brutal, man. I mean, I'm lucky that I was placed in Group C because otherwise I probably would have been knocked out round 1. But now I've got a chance to show my skills in bracket, and it's gonna be pretty cringe. I'm not gonna lie, but definitely GG's to both runners. This is racing's tough. Definitely is, especially how late it is. I imagine it's late for both because, yeah, they're both from US. So at the earliest, if they're both in Hawaii, I guess it would be 6, but, it's 11 for me. So definitely kind of late to be doing a race. Not a problem at all, Mike. I mean, you were having problems with your controller game 1, so obviously that's going to get in your head and that's going to affect your play a little bit. Glad you're in the proper mindset, though. You had a good race, both races. You as well, Peachy. Good job to both. Maybe we can see if we can get an interview with either, if they're open to it. I would be I'd be down to talking to either one of the racers or maybe both. Kind of gain insight into their headspace as the race is going on. All right, sounds good, Mike. All right, we're gonna begin both racers in. Nice, maximizing the content out of this race. You love to see it. So,
Howdy, howdy.
Hey man, great race, both races.
Thank you. Yeah, that was definitely not my best work. I'm sure if I tell you right now that was the first 11 exit no cape run I've actually completed, would you believe me?
No, I definitely believe you. I mean, that donut 1 movement was not the best, and you looked a little sketchy in the ghost house. It's rough, man. Especially if you're only used to cape.
Very rough, and it's not even that I'm like not used to no cape, but it's more like, I put in a little bit of work to practice on like sort of getting those down, but only just enough to try and skate through. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I get you. It's also totally different. Like not only like practicing or even doing runs compared to like actually doing it in a race with all these people watching. It's a completely different ball game.
Absolutely, I actually think I prefer the race setting for that, just because I'm not gonna go with a DNF on a race, especially in a tournament. I absolutely hate a DNF, so
Yeah, it forces you to
gotta
kind of
finish
finish
it
up.
up. And
Yeah, it's better for your mindset. I agree with that.
plus, you know, you get to see a few creative little things here and there.
Yeah, you never know where you're able to pull out. So yeah, it looks like we also got Peachy joining us. So
Yo,
Peachy,
Hey,
GG.
GG,
Hey.
Mike. Thank you for the race. It was awesome. GG.
yeah, good game to you as well, Peachy. What was were you on pace for? It looked like you were doing really well, at least out of Ludwig. Like, were
Yeah,
you on pace for PB at that point?
I was pretty close. I think it looks like my World 4 split. I was red, but only by about 5 seconds. So it was good. It was good. I think my big mess ups were there at the end. A death in dark room. You know, I wanted to play Fortress a little safe. That's definitely something that can definitely go wrong. You know how it goes. But
Yeah, scary
but
level.
yeah, from there I thought, okay, let's make it close out. Did not expect a death in Darkroom. That was a bit of a panic, but we made it happen. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, that position you were in is kind of scary. Like when you get the P speed over there, but you're like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. Should I cut back? And then you just fall in the lava there. It's
Yeah,
happened to me
right.
more times than I can count.
Exactly right. Yeah, and the first race was interesting. I was positive that I had the boo ring cycle in Ghost House, but it was off by a few frames, and then I was um, uh, kind of silly enough to take away that second block and fall right down in the hole in the Star World 3. So I was shaken a bit there. I did not think that I would go into race 2 with a clear mind, but yeah, we made it happen. So thank you guys. Thanks a
I
bunch.
just gotta say, it's kind of interesting that we both messed up in the same spots in that race. Like, like the
Yeah.
significant ones. Like, I died in the ghost house, and I was like, man, it's all over. Then as I was going through again, I looked up, and you were going through it again too, and I was like, wait a minute, I guess I'm still in this.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the
then,
funny part was it was like around the same place too. Like you guys both died right around where the boo rings were. I mean, Mike, you kind of overshot the jump, like
yeah,
near where the
Yeah.
vine is. But
Yeah.
like then you guys both died because you grabbed two of the blocks in Star Wars 3. Like I don't know, that was
well,
crazy. It was like you guys were following the script or something that you had to make the exact same mistakes.
I
in
know,
my
rare.
case, that
Yeah.
that Star World 3 death was kind of intentional. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but with my controller messing up, I kind of lost the cloud as I was going up and didn't quite make it over the cement block.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
that
you
cloud
fell,
was
so
just
you had to die.
gone, and
That's
so
right.
I had to die basically. Yeah.
Oh, sure. Right.
I mean, you could have gotten the normal exit, but it actually would have been more time because you would have had the fanfare plus like the
Yeah.
animation of going to the
Yeah.
next star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun fact: I'm a world renowned expert on Star World 3, so you know I was prepared for that move.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had the 96 exits record where you do like Star World 380
Yep.
times like for a
Yes.
while, and you've got
A
the insane strats.
a
Yep. The
legendary
Yoshi.
run that is, Mike. Just legendary.
Yeah, everyone needs to do it at least once.
Yeah.
Highly advised. Everyone in the community, at least one
At
96
least
exits.
once. Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing a no cape to be honest with you, but that's
Ooh,
no,
Ooh.
that's honestly.
Spicy.
Yeah, now that I said that, I
Spicy,
realized.
spicy.
Wait, I'm gonna have to kill Lac 2 with that blog 85 times. Like,
85
no,
times. Yeesh,
not doing it.
yeesh.
No
So
thanks.
is the Lakitu strat still faster? Oh wait, yeah, it is still faster than the fanfare because we do it in this category.
Oh,
Again, that was my
Yeah.
first one, so bear with me as I learn
Actually,
everything.
I don't know. With no cape, I feel like on average I'd probably be able to save more time doing the normal exit. It would just be annoying watching the fanfare over and over again.
on average, yeah, I could see that. I mean, that many times. I mean, sure.
Yeah, but yeah, great races to both of you guys. I mean, it's tough to come out here, and I don't know what time it is for you guys, but it's a bit late for me. Like especially to kind of do a race.
Yeah.
So definitely, you guys both did a great job considering the circumstances, and with Mike it being your first 11 no cape time, not bad at all.
Thank you.
Well, thanks a whole bunch to you guys, Mike, Freeze, Matthew. It's been awesome. It's been awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you guys for racing and also joining the interviews. We haven't had a whole
Absolutely.
lot of interviews, but it's definitely nice to kind of gain a, insight into the mindset of the runners because, I mean, obviously I did races, but like I finished mine way early, so it's kind of easy to sit back and be like, oh, I wouldn't have done that. But to kind of talk to you guys and see what you're going through, it's a new layer.
Sure
I
thing.
just gotta say,
Thank you guys
I'm
for joining.
very excited to be able to be joining the commentary box a little bit more now. Usually, I don't like to when I'm in the middle of like prepping for races and such for the tournaments, but once I'm through, now that I'm through, I'm very excited to join in the commentary box and. All your runs are about to be cursed, everyone. Heads up. Because I curse every run that I talk about in some way. So
Well,
beware.
Good luck.
usually-
Yeah, good luck, runners.
I usually curse every run that I hop in the chat because I always watch on mobile, so I'm delayed. So I'll message something about a level they're not even on yet, and then they die in the next level because it's 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
So yeah, you and I have that in common, just in different media.
Watch out. Watch out.
But yeah, I mean, this tourney's still just getting started. I mean, we're only like halfway through with the group matches. Plus, we got bracket after that, and then like the finals from each class will face off in like a little bracket. It's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be huge.
So definitely looking forward to commentating those, just watching them, maybe even participating. Either way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys have anything else to add, but GGs to both of you.
A big
Great
fat
races.
GG.
Yep. GG's to
GG's.
Peachy, and thank you guys for the restream. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, same. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys, good luck with your runs in the future, rest of the tournament, whatever. Yeah.
Thanks a bunch.
Awesome. Yep. All right, so I think if that's it, I think that's probably it for me. I don't know what we're doing with the rest of the restream. Probably going to be heading offline soon. But yeah, thank you guys all for watching and hanging out in the chat. It was a great time. Pretty good race overall. And make sure to follow this channel because as been mentioned several times before, this is all we're doing on this channel for the next several months. Until this tournament is done. It's going to be just this tournament. So when we go live, it's going to be fire. You're going to have someone good on commentary. You're going to have some epic races, and you're going to have this awesome layout provided to you by the amazing Matthew Gaming Live. So definitely big thanks to him as well for restreaming. It's always awesome, and the other restreamers too. Everyone does a great job just kind of with this tournament. It's making it very enjoyable to be a part of. So yeah, with that being said, I'm signing off. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.